What's up everybody, see you again on the Fake MMA News. Again, we will inform you the latest news from the MMF special UFC. And just listen.
Charles Oliveira fires back at Ilia Topuria after ice-cold UFC 317 threat. I feel so powerful at 155. I'm going to touch his chin and it will explode. That was Ilia Topuria, oozing confidence in the UFC 317 promo. And with knockout wins over Alexander Volkanovski and Max Holloway, the hype is real. Heading into International Fight Week, the undefeated Spaniard-Georgian is riding a massive wave of momentum. But Charles Oliveira has heard this kind of talk before. He's been doubted, counted out, and disrespected, and every time he's answered the noise with violence. In a previous full violence interview, Do Bronx didn't hold back. These guys say a lot of things, that I give up, that I'm going to lose, that they're going to knock me out, and then when the time comes, they don't do anything. This time, the message is aimed straight at Topuria. Oliveira sends a direct message to El Matador. Sure, Topuria is dangerous. Everyone's seen what his hands can do. But Oliveira isn't intimidated. He respects the power, but he also sees the holes. And the fact that Topuria is moving up from featherweight, that matters. He's a tough guy, Oliveira said, but he's coming from a lower division. You have to respect the lightweights. This is where the real firepower lives. And Oliveira would know. He shared the cage with some of the division's hardest hitters, Chandler, Gaethje, Poirier, and walked through fire to beat them. He even claimed the lightweight strap with a perfectly timed left hook at UFC 262, then folded Beneil Dariush with ease. The BJJ factor. Let's not forget the X factor, Oliveira's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, the most submission wins in UFC history. If this fight hits the mat, Topuria may be in uncharted waters. That said, not everyone is picking Do Bronx. Some, including former champ Michael Bisping, believe Oliveira's aggressive, forward-charging style could backfire. The way he walks forward like a buzzsaw with reckless abandon, it's beautiful. It's entertaining, Bisping said on YouTube, but it might get him clipped. Topuria's slick pocket work and vicious body-head combos have been key to his success. He's calculated, patient, and ruthless when he finds an opening. Oliveira will need to tighten up defensively and avoid giving Topuria a clean shot. High-stakes, explosive clash. This isn't just another main event. It's a pure clash of styles. Precision versus pressure, striking versus submissions, sniper versus storm. And with the vacant lightweight title on the line, the stakes couldn't be higher. So who you got at UFC 317? Ilia Topuria, the cool assassin with laser-sharp hands, or Charles Oliveira on the relentless finisher with world-class jiu-jitsu and a chip on his shoulder? Sound off in the comments. This one's going to be wild.
Oliveira's experience and diverse submission repertoire give him an edge in grappling exchanges. Conversely, Topuria's youth and momentum could pose challenges for Oliveira, especially if the fight remains standing. Topuria's style is pressure-heavy with strong positional control. Unlike Oliveira, who is more willing to fight off his back, Topuria often establishes top control and punishes opponents before hunting submissions. This contrast could define the grappling narrative. Oliveira thrives in chaos, while Topuria imposes order and structure. The question becomes whether Oliveira can force Topuria into deep waters, or whether the younger fighter's control will nullify Oliveira's offense. Prediction for UFC 317. If the bout transitions to the ground, Oliveira's extensive submission experience may provide him with opportunities to capitalize on any openings. However, Topuria's resilience and evolving grappling skills could neutralize Oliveira's advantages. The outcome may hinge on Topuria's ability to maintain composure under Oliveira's pressure and exploit any defensive lapses. Oliveira's willingness to get taken down to bait submissions could backfire against someone like Topuria, who has tight positional awareness and rarely leaves limbs exposed. Conversely, if Oliveira can create scrambles or force Topuria to overcommit in transitions, his lethal finishing instincts could end the fight in a blink. In what promises to be a razor-thin contest, the winner may ultimately be the man who dictates where the grappling exchanges take place, and on whose terms. In conclusion, while Oliveira's submission record is unparalleled, Topuria's rising grappling proficiency makes this matchup a thrilling contest of BJJ mastery. The fight's trajectory will likely depend on who can impose their grappling strategy more effectively. For fans of ground fighting and high-stakes technique, UFC 317 could deliver one of the most compelling grappling battles in recent lightweight history.